Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back, guys. I'm back with some more honey. Has it loaded? It has loaded. Beautiful. Sorry I was slightly late. Slightly late start tonight because I was trying to sort a few things out before stream. And sadly did not manage to get everything done in time. But yeah, we're back. We're going to play some more honey. Let me just make sure I've tweeted and stuff. I've been doing a lot of tinkering today with... a little bit of tinkering with debug since I've been back for the last couple of hours, and sorry. Quirt's rejection. How the devil are you? There we go. I think I've tweeted twice tonight. Oh well, fuck it. Yeah, I've been doing some tinkering with liquid cooling, making liquid oxygen, and playing around with a few things. Some of which I'm hoping to get done in this colony. So, before we do anything else, let's just run it for a minute. Get all this crap gone. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of little loo errors at the bottom, which is very strange. Yeah, we did an awful lot in the last playthrough, if I'm honest, in the last stream. So, Jesus, why is nothing working? If I'm honest, we just need to tidy up and start prettifying some things and get a few systems sorted, make sure this water tank's working alright down here, and we can start playing some bigger builds, which will be good. Where are we up to? That's all. Got low immunity at the minute. I want to dig down and get rid of all this crap at some point today, but a bit of strip mining is never really fun, so I'll probably do it in bits, and we want to square off the base and get some of this sorted as well, which will be nice. So I'm going to let them just mosey on around doing what they're doing and let the immune system build up a little bit. So I'm back on 3 screens now, by the way, guys. My little adapter thing, I need an adapter for my graphics card. It's turned up today, so I'm back on 3 screens. So if I'm wandering all over the place, OBS is there, chat is there, game is there. There. So, if I'm like a fucking watching a tennis match, you know why. So, we expanded this power system over this way last night as well, which means we have actually got power ready for over here. And I think I'm going to do a few builds on this side of the base, which means that we need to get rid of this crap at some point too. So, again, let's let the immunity build up a little bit more, and then we can crack on. Oh dear. Marie is not looking so hot at the minute. Where is she? There she is. We'll put her on massage. And yeah, I think we'll do a bit of tinkering with some more crops as well. Make some more crop builds at some point as well. We don't need this fridge here anymore. I don't know why we've got that. Oh. Right. I've just witnessed it again. I've just posted a bug on the forum. Since this last hotfix, they hotfixed a few minutes ago. Since this last hotfix, I've had 2 of these now where my doors have supercooled. So I'm just going to check all my doors. We've currently got doors in the base that are at minus 104 degrees. Yeah, which is making this gas pipe 100 and odd degrees as well. That's not good. I'm just going to report this bug whilst I think on, because this is the second one now. I've just literally had it in debug, and it's just happened again instantly. So I think the 4 airlock thing is fucked again, which is no good. No good at all. Right, let me just tab out and I'll put this on the forums. Motherfucker. So I don't know what they've done there, but they've fucked something up. Won't be a sec, guys, and then I'll just deconstruct them and start again. Just loaded no stream colony, and same thing as echoed there. See below. Son of a bitch. Hello all of you delinquents and reprobates. Nerd Rage, how's it going, bud? How are you, mate? Well, shit. For those of you interested, by the way, here is the thread. Right. Sack it. Not much I can do about this now. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll just have to deconstruct these doors and put some other ones in, which sucks a little bit because I'm going to get a bit of a gas. I'm going to get a bit of a gas cock up. Let's put another door here. I don't know if this is something that's going to keep happening or it's just because I've hotfixed it and had them in place, but that's going to suck. Yeah. Very good, thanks, Nedridge. All good. I've literally just started streaming, because I started a little bit late tonight. And as soon as I've started, I've got a bug. I have a bug. My doors, my airlocks have super cooled, which is a bug that was meant to have been fixed. But other than that, I'm tickety-boo. How about yourself, buddy? How is the little one today? Fucking liquid chlorine coming into the base, for fuck's sake. Jesus. Jesus! What's causing that cooling the air being destroyed? Don't know, mate. It's happened on load. I honestly couldn't tell you. So I'm going to demolish them, do them again, and see if it happens again. I'll tell you what it does mean, though. It means it sucks dick. Because this is a very, very good way of airlocking off areas. If this isn't going to work, it's no good. It's literally, there was a hotfix like a couple of hours ago, an hour ago, and it's only since then I've noticed it. Sucks. I'm still at work, but last I heard from Missy's doing well. No, good, man. Good to hear. Well, shit. I could have done without that, I'm not going to lie to you. Let's get rid of this crap. I'm assuming now these are just transferring the heat from like this hand sanitizer and stuff, but it's not good. I'll keep an eye on that. Make sure it doesn't happen again. It's more about the crops getting stifled and stuff. Considering we spent fucking ages warming this part of the base up with these lamps. Son of a bitch. Can you run hot pipes behind them? I know it's more piping, but does it solve the problem? All lamps on each side? You could run pipes behind them, but I think, to be honest, that cooling was extreme cooling. That was just like minus 100 degrees as soon as I loaded. You're not going to be able to warm that. It just isn't possible. So it's just a bug. I'm hoping it doesn't happen again. Some of these are actually cold down here, but I think this is off the cooling from... I think that's just the cooling from this biome more than anything, and these valves. This area's all chilly down here. And obviously this is going to have warm water pumping in, this will be fine. Yeah, I don't know, hopefully it won't do it again. I'll keep an eye on it. It's not good though. Right, let's get rid of that fridge whilst I think on. Because we don't need that. Get all that swept up. Reward the Super Cowling Brothers. What's the Super Cowling Brothers? Does it only happen on load? I'm not sure, Nerd Rage. It just happened to me in debug. And then I jumped into this game, obviously, to start the stream, and it's just happened here as well, so I don't really know too much about it. We're going to have a little fucking slime lung outbreak here, I think. Recently consumed food poisoning. Oh dear. Have we got a germ outbreak somewhere? Is that what's happened? Do we get rid of this slime lung? That's for sure. Doing a lot of muttering to myself at the minute, guys. Doing a lot of muttering. Adam, how are you, buddy? I hope you're not going to be a penis tonight. Good to see you. Let's change my name. My new name will be Nerd Sage. Nerd Sage sounds wise. Wise, but nerdy. This top part of the base is getting very warm, as you've no doubt noticed. And it's basically because we're pumping out all the hydrogen. So I think we're probably well saturated down here now. Yeah, we don't need any more hydrogen down here, so I'm going to deconstruct. Let's get rid of just that pipe. No, we'll get rid of the bridge. No, fuck it, no, we're going to get rid of it all. Can't see me needing any more gas down there for a little while. Oh. Schedule backup will now be made. Please wait. Schedule backup is complete. Oh, I just got disconnected from my own chat. Amazing. Oh, one of you won't be a penis in life. What a joke you are. Yes. Oh, shit. Sorry about that. Right, let's get rid of that as well. The mechanical filter we built in the last stream is working nicely, so we are able to run this pump at a bit more of a throughput. It does mean that the temperature gets a bit hotter up here, but we can actually kick this up a little bit. But yeah, we're getting plenty of oxygen. We're getting some oxygen being released outside of the base, and also these airflow tiles are letting some oxygen out as well. So we're actually getting a bit of breathable atmosphere outside too, which is good. We want to make some fertilizer makes at some point, because I'm going to need a lot of power for some of the builds that I'm tinkering with or planning to tinker with. And we obviously need our water to start cooling as well. Don't know why that took damage, but shit. Not much I can do about that. That's 3 strands. Chop pipe. I know, Nerd Rage. I need to get one of those neck things. I need to get one of those neck things to dangle it off me. Yeah, I built a mechanical filter today too, actually 4 of them. Nice, Dark. Nice. Very good. Well, literally, I've been out most of the day today, but I finally, I slept late today, I'm not going to lie to you. I was tired. I was a tired boy this morning. But yeah, I've only been able to tinker on the last couple of hours. So I got back and watched a couple of episodes of stuff, and then went on my debug mode to do some tinkering with Liquid O2 production. But yeah, they take a while to prime, so I didn't get anything fixed or finished. Pioneer, how the devil are you, buddy? Good to see you. Don't know if this is still working alright up here. I think it should be alright. I'm hoping this will balance out in temperature at some point, because we overcooled this by accident. Or I overcooled it by accident like a penis. So yeah, this should only pump to them now if it's above 16 degrees. Could actually make that a bit higher. Just for the buffer. I don't want this gas to be ice cold, really. I want it to just make the temperature sort of nice. So if we knock 14 degrees off that for going through the thermoregulator, take it down to like, what, 11.9? That'll be fine. That's plenty. Mayokia, how's it going? Long time no see in a stream. How are you? Hello, persons of assorted genders. Alright. Oh, people are getting hypothermia. What the shit? Just keeping an eye on these airlocks. I'm very dubious of them now. If I got one super cooled over here as well, it'd fuck all my plants up, which would be nice. Okay. Right, I would like this water to start being cooled. It was coming in at 70 odd. It's now cooled down to 40. What is it, 45? So it is cooling down. It's going to take a while to cool a big body of water like this, but weirdly, some of this water is at like 13 degrees, 10 degrees. Interesting. We've got a pipe down here. Active for both. We should probably start filling some of this out. Right. Where are we going with this? And you're going to go to there. Beautiful. That should work nicely. As ever, guys, I'm just getting back into the swing where we left off last stream. Below 20, so you should both be active. Cool. Doing better than 2 days ago, having a cold for 8 days straight, finally cured. Nice! Guys, yes, it's the same cold I was telling about on Discord on the 5th. Jesus, Maya. You need a load of whiskey. Whiskey, lemon, and honey. I'll sort you right out and then sweat that bitch out. Sweat it out. Let's do that. Who else is poorly at the minute? I think a lot of people got infected with a lot of germs. So Joshua, Lindsay, Marie. Yeah, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Remind me who came up with the idea of adding a Stream Legends game. It was Heckins. Yeah, but I don't drink. Yeah, but it's medicinal whiskey, Maya. You're not drinking it to get pissed. Well, that's an added bonus. But you're drinking it for the warming effect, the glowing effect. It sorts you out. By the way, guys, I have a bowl of assorted... I don't know if you can see... Oh, look at all those sweeties. Oh, fuck, who's got slime lung? I have a bowl of assorted goodies. Little pink things. Not one of them. Little chocolatey wafery numbers. Fucking hell. All sorts of goodies. I like lemon water and honey, holes, and chicken noodle soup as well. Bunch of showers. I had the wood stove on. Oh man, that sounds like a romantic date to me. Honey, lemon, and a log fire. Jesus. Nice. This is cooling down nicely now. 20 degrees. Beautiful. Nice, nice, nice. Get rid of all this gubbins. I forgot we got this oxylite spiral here. I forgot all about it. Burke Bayers 5, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I've got all this in the wrong way. Let me just spin my chat around and stuff. There we go. Testing Twitch on my PS4. This is so much better. Oh, nice. How are you getting on with the PS4, by the way? Was it yourself that ordered one and forgot you'd ordered it, Maya? Or am I mixing you up with someone else? Let's get rid of that crap. Just a general tidy for a bit whilst our immunity sorts itself out. Immunity. Adam, you're being a bit of a nuisance now, buddy. This is what I was saying before about don't be a penis. You sent me the same message about 3 times. Just stop it. I don't have to ban you again, bud. Oh. Yeah, I didn't want this to happen. I think we're going to have a wee bit of a spill down here soon. Well, shit. Using chat and phone, a video on PS4, because using phone for video never works. So I end up always switch between audio only and video. Jesus, man. Sounds like a nightmare. My boyfriend helped me buy a PS4 Pro. It was a Destiny 2 bundle. I paid $400, he paid $221. I gave him the game, so he wanted it, and I wasn't interested in the game. I just wanted white. Ah, nice. So you were all about the aesthetics. I want a white one. Let's get rid of that. Dig out that. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Oh, it's a good way to convince her to help me pay to. Oh, nice. Can't fault you on that, Maya. Crafty. Oh, you get what you want, he gets what he wants. Happy, you know, happy days. Indeed, quotes. Ba, ba, ba. What time to pay for PS4 anyway? And I figured out that buying Destiny bundle was cheaper than buying PS4 Pro separately than Destiny. Ah, I see. Oh, well that works out nicely then. I am in the market for a PS4 sometime soon, because there's a couple of games that I'm desperate to play, but it would be very much have to be a used PS4. But I've been keeping my eye out in case there's any local deals. You know, if somebody's desperate for money and wants to sell one cheap, I'm all up for that shit. All up for that shit. Right, let's just build a little mesh doohickey over here, and then we'll dig this with a 9, and this should hopefully do this stuff first. Do that with an 8. 0% immunity, why are dupes still alive? 0% immunity just means they're sick. So if we go to Marie, currently Marie, her immune system is at 0%. She has a suppressed immune system at the moment, so she just needs treatment. She's got slime lung that will kill her if untreated in 8.5 cycles. But as soon as she gets on a bed, somebody should come and sort her out, really. So somebody should come and give her aid now, all being well. Oh no, she's received aid, so duration remaining 0.5 cycles. So in half a cycle, she'll be healed, basically. So yeah, 0% doesn't mean they die. Oh, you know how it works. I was wondering if you heal them. Yeah, they're just med base. And I've got some pretty good medics now that have got like 10 in aid and stuff like that, so they are doing the work. We're starting to get some water coming in from down here, which is nice. Oh, we've got ice. What the fuck? That happened very quickly. Interesting. Well, that's not the end of the world. Yeah, I reckon now, to be honest, Quirts would be ideal. Let's give me the 30-day free trial for PS Plus. Nice. And accidentally bought GTA 5 digitally, so he downloaded that and gave me his disc so we can play GTA Online together again. Nice! Yeah, it's all coming together by the sounds of it, mate. Cheers. GTA 5 Online, that's a big part of our relationship story. I met him at work, Boston Pizza Law. We never really had a first date technically, but we have many dates online on GTA 5 Online. For dating for real, I guess. So GTA Online was the first date. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Realistically, I couldn't have built these ladders in a shit place, but whatever, it's fine. It's the mesh tiles that have fucked this up. Yeah, so I'll get rid of the mesh tiles and it should hopefully fix everything. I don't know why I put them in here. I think I was trying to be smart at the time. What basically happened, we observed this in a previous playthrough. The mesh tiles will be cooled to, sorry, as soon as the water hits the gas that's behind these mesh tiles, it's classed as surface water, and it will instantly freeze. We did it on the last playthrough, I think, or maybe the one before, and it balls everything up. So I'll get rid of these mesh tiles, we don't need them. It was foolish of me. It did help us get some extremely fast cooling, but don't really want that shit. So we're getting a good amount of water, which is good. I think what I might do is get rid of you. And whack a door in. recognize that looking, why not? Boop. Yeah, I'm judging somebody who's cured a slime lung. Must have been Marie, I think. That's fine. So we'll probably put her back on her jobs. Take that off. Beautiful. That's a really nice story, that, Maya. We met on GTA. I fucked him up and stole his car. Next thing, it's been a relationship for 3 years. I like it. Okay, let's get all these goodies out of here. Okay, so I've just got... Joshua's the only one poorly still. I think he's on the mend. Yeah, he's fixed. Beautiful. Excellent. So we'll just let that build up a little bit and do some cleaning up. I need to figure out what we're going to do with this part of the base here. Because it's very germy in here. Very, very germy. This is going to be used for fertilizer makers, so I don't really care. But the slime lung I don't want in here at all. So... do I just open this up and have a new layer? Yeah, I'll do that, fuck it. I'm going to use copper, we'll use some iron. And we'll get rid of that crap as well. Mr. Surpasser, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream, buddy. I pushed him off the tallest building because he said, should I jump? I said yes and pushed him. He was like, why? I was checking for parachute and I was like, oops. And he did have one. He clicked the building, the parachute went away and died. Nice. So you trolled him, basically, is what you're saying, Maya. You trolled the shit out of him. Actually, we'll do all this with a 9. And then we will deconstruct this with an 8. Now then, I don't really want to keep all this stanky polluted oxygen in my base, but I don't really have a choice at the moment. Should I set this pump up? Yeah, I think I'll do that. Right, we've got a circuit here, I think. A little mini circuit that I'll bodge together just for now. And I think what I'll do is filter out the polluted oxygen. There you go, Heckens. What the shit? Who made a mess? And why? Who pissed in my fucking water? What do you mean it didn't work? What didn't work? Seriously though, who pissed in my water? What the fuck? Why would they have made a mess there? That doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, they would have been stranded outside the base, that's why. They were probably down here and couldn't get it back into the base. Motherfucker. Oh well. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, it says Lifegrow in the note underneath. I get what you mean. Who else has made a mess? For the love of God. Where did they pee? Definitely said they made a mess. Oh. What's happening down here? Is that where they made a mess? I don't know. Something weird is happening. I could really do with this hydrogen warming up a little bit. It's a wee bit too cold, and the warm water isn't making any difference now. My water's just warm. Or just cold. It's going to freeze if I'm not careful, but it should be fine, all being well. Heckins, fuck you and your Stream Legends. You don't like Stream Legends? I love it, that's the problem. I know where we could put this stanky oxygen. Let's just run a quick pipe up here. Just a little down and dirty pipe. And, oh, and connect it. Fucking hell. Stop that. Connect it to there. Sorry, Maya. Another time I had a bounty on my head. I was running on the mountain. He was trying to run me over with an electric car to get the bounty, and he thought I couldn't hear him. And at the last second, I turned sharply, and he went flying off the mountain into the water. He had an expensive car, but I did warn him I could hear him behind me. Didn't believe me, so I didn't really troll him. I warned him. Nice. If we upgrade the summoning circle, wormhole, or barracks, we can do a channel-wide raid. Oh, really? Do you use the ice biome to cool down water? And if so, why is mine just melting on my ice? Elapses, I think we talked about this last night. For cooling down water, PS hi by the way, yeah, no worries buddy, how's it going? I'm using a radiator with hydrogen in the pipes. So I've got a setup of hydrogen that's cooling water that's coming from my geyser. So water comes from the geyser down here, it's dumped through this vent and into this gas permeable tank. And then the hydrogen in the pipes behind is pretty cold, a bit too cold if I'm honest, and then cools my water down. So yeah. For the only time that I really just use the biome is for polluted water, but even this is starting to warm up a little bit now. I probably need to fix this at some point. So this polluted water is for a radiator that I've got cooling my batteries and transformers and a little bit of my base up at the top around my electrolyzers. You can just use polluted water fresh from an ice biome, and it's normally very cold. Key element missing, hydrogen. Yeah, possibly. It depends what you're trying to do. If you're just trying to cool some machines, you know, like I've done with the batteries and transformers, just use some polluted water. It'll last you you know, 200 or 300 cycles before it reaches a temperature that's too warm. If it does get too warm, you can just dump some more ice in it and it'll cool it back down if you want. Alternatively, you can do something like this and cool it a bit further with thermoregulators. Or alternatively, you can do a drip system over a Wheezewort and that'll cool it down as well. So I keep almost considering streaming Stream Legends. Nice. There we go. Sorted. Oh, it was you that was asking about cooling water. Ah, okay, Mick. I wasn't sure if you stayed to the end of the stream and saw this, but this is how we're doing it, basically. This is the cooling that we've gone for. So... you're using it for bristle blossoms. Ah, okay. Oh, as in cooled water for bristle blossoms, right. Well, all I'm basically doing, I'm making a tank that will then go to my main supply in the base, and then... Oh, shit. Where'd that polluted water go? Where's that polluted water gone? There was some polluted water in here. Is it in the pump? Oh, it's in the pump. Son of a bitch. Barnet some Gillifaka. Fika? Gillafika. I am so sorry I pronounced that so terribly, but thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Didn't get the chance to stick around. I'll show you in a second then, Mick. I'll show you. Let's read the story from Maya. The last story is that we were killing each other in a kind of war, and he couldn't get me, and I had 3 kills ahead of him, so he called an airstrike, and I miraculously dodged it, but he thought he got me. But I looked back and saw the airstrike hit him, and he thought he took himself and me out. But I was like, I'm still alive, why'd you kill yourself? And he was like, you didn't die, what the hell? You sound like a troll, Maya. You sound like a troll to me. You would make me rage. I would be furiously trying to kill you constantly if you kept escaping like that. Probably that was the main stories. I don't remember anymore. No worries. Yeah, I'll explain this in a second. I'm just trying to... I've basically got polluted water now stuck in my pump because, just to explain, this packet of water in this tile, it's currently at 10 kilos because the only time this water is being used is when somebody takes some from this pump, this water bottler, liquid bottler. So until this liquid vent pumps, it won't move the polluted water that's inside it. So it does give me a bit of time to have a little filter and get rid of it if I want. I don't know if I care all that much. Could do a little mechanical filter. But I don't think I give a shit. Okay, let me explain this and then I'll fix that water problem. So, dead simple really for the hydrogen. Thermoregulators up in this top room with Wheezeworts. They're just passively cooling the thermoregulators down so they don't overheat. And then my gas is just cycling from this pump here. If the temperature is above 25 degrees. Yeah, if the temperature is above 25 degrees, so it's warm, I'm going to put it through one thermoregulator or that thermoregulator. It doesn't go through both of them. It just goes either or, okay? And that'll cool it by 14 degrees and basically make it like a warm temperature. This gas pump down here is supplying the hydrogen for the radiator, and that just cycles round and then gets dumped via this bridge to either this pipe or this bridge to this pipe and comes back out the vents. And that's it really. It's just a priming chamber, cooling chamber, radiator. And then this pump down here, originally when the water started coming into the tank it was at 70 odd degrees, so I have a hydro switch set to above 500 kilos and the thermo switch set to only be active if the water is below 20 degrees. So that's that, but at the moment it's a wee bit too cold. The water is getting a wee bit too chilly, so I'm hoping it will warm itself up again. If not, I'll have to maybe put a thermoregulator in there or something. But that's that. Dead easy, dead simple. Oh, these go in here for granite. Shit. This carbon dioxide solidifier is still working very nice. And it's warming up a little bit here and there. I don't really want this liquid to keep building up. Somebody else has got slime lung. That's me, man. Yeah, I've got a couple of ill people at the minute. But I don't know where they're actually getting the slime lung from. All this has been swept. There is some down here. I don't know where they're contracting the slime lung. It could be when they're going through here. I think that's what it is. So we'll stop them going there for a bit. I don't think there's any dig commands or anything up here. It's just a bit of granite. Oh, and some wolframite. Water in the tank comes from the geyser. Yeah, the geyser water from down here. There's the geyser. Here's the water, and it just drops into the tank through that vent. Just try to it's level 100. I was level 10. I had one car. What's next to the radiator? Next to the radiator. This here, that's a valve. It's just so I can throttle the flow if I want to, so I can make it drip less, or I've just got it on full whack at the minute. What's the point of a CO2 solidifier? No, actually, it just gets rid of CO2 for me. It means I don't have to use carbon skimmers. So at the moment, all my CO2 that's coming from my natural gas gens up here, all my CO2 comes down this pipe and either goes into my mushroom farm if there's space. All the vents are overpressurized at the minute, but if there's space, the CO2 will go into this room. If not, it carries on down the pipe, goes through the base, all the way down here, and then into this solidifier. So it's a free way of dealing with CO2. I don't want it, so I solidify it, and in these tiles I've got 2 tons of carbon dioxide, 1 ton of carbon dioxide, 1 ton of carbon dioxide, 2 tons. There's a lot of carbon dioxide in there. So Hanno, how's it going, buddy? The shame train has arrived, and it is I, Hanno, the driver. What do you mean? The shame train? Next to the cooling room. Oh, this will be where I was letting my gas into the room, basically. So when I first prime the chambers, obviously I need hydrogen. So I use this pump and this pump to pump all the shit gas that I didn't want in there out, so it was a pure system. Once it was a vacuum, I used this vent, which is now overpressurized, it's full of hydrogen. I used this vent here with this bridge to fill up this room. And then this room, there's loads of hydrogen in this pipe just waiting to be used, but this gas filter is set to an atmospheric switch here. So when this atmospheric switch is below 800 grams, it will toggle on the power, okay, which will then toggle on that filter, which will allow the gas to come through and enter the room. It's just a way of regulating the pressure, if that's what you meant. Oh, you actually meant the CO2 room. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's just a room cooling CO2. That's the plan. So my CO2 comes in and gets solidified. Or liquefied at the minute. But yeah, same shit. Not that bad. I think I'll try to draw some money stuff maybe. If I need ideas, I don't feel like colouring, so I'm not going to finish the pitch just yet. Maya, I'm always happy with any artwork, my goodness. I love that shit. Anything Oni related would probably be most topical at the minute. Right. I'm thinking this water should be fine. This hydrogen should start warming up a little bit. Yeah, it's already starting to warm a bit. It's 1.7 now. It was like -2 before. So that's fine. It'll regulate outlet. Excuse me 1 second, guys. I'll watch the video, pretty cool looking and simple way to deal with unwanted CO2. Yeah, it's a different design. I've not done this design before and I quite like it. With the wolframite doors, these are just chambers of hydrogen in here with wheezeworts, and the wheezeworts are just constantly stifled pretty much, apart from when they need to do some cooling. It keeps it all at like minus 60 odd. And then the hydrogen, the carbon dioxide, sorry, comes down these 4 vents and just gets pretty much solidified. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. It's dealing with a lot of stuff. This is just a bit of residual chlorine and carbon dioxide that was kicking around. So I'll empty this at some point, but for now it's fine. I'm conscious I've got quite a few people with slime lung, which isn't ideal. So I might put somebody on full-time aid. Marie. Is Marie one of the sick ones? No, where's Marie? 29%. We'll put Marie on full-time aid. And let her deal with everybody. I think we'll put Harold up here. And Ari over here. Oh dear. They're consuming a lot of slime lung. Holy fuck. Where is that from? Where are they getting the slime lung from? What am I missing? There's none in the storage room. There's a little bit in here, but they don't even need to come in here. Unless they're coming in here to recover breath, and that's when they're breathing it in. Did I finish building that pipe? Yeah. Don't know what's going on here, guys. It's not ideal. Let me just quickly throw some mesh tiles under these. I'll fix this with a proper circuit at some point. Is that another slime lung? Stinky, yeah. Oh. Oh. I think we figured out where the what's happening with the water. That's not ideal. Yeah, I think we had some polluted ice melt or something, or somebody dropped some. Excuse me. Okay. Get rid of that shit. Using CN lamps to control temperature of your meal as well. Yeah, these lamps here are just regulated by switches. So this switch, if it's below 20 degrees, you just saw it'll flick on, and then it'll flick off again. So it just keeps the base at a sort of nice temperature around there. It's because we had a lot of cooling down here off these wheezeworts. It was starting to come down the this side of the base. So the lights just regulate everything. And this is where the oxygen's coming out of the pumps. So. Holy shit, we've got another slime lung, for fuck's sake. This is not good. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Jack. How's it going, bud? What have I done wrong here? What isn't that pumping? Is this not finished up here? Oh, fucking hell, I've missed the bridge. That's foolish of me. Whack you there and you there. So that hand sanitizer's not been working either, which isn't good. No good at all. Oh no! Our shine bug's finally going to meet his maker. Oh dear. He's been in here for so long. He's done so well. But the water level is creeping towards him. Oh dear, oh dear. Nice. A very cold quotes right now, so I'm going to disappear for a little bit and fill up hot water bottles for my icy feetsies. Alright, quotes. Right. Okay, the only place we've got slime lung in the base at the moment is down here. So they can reach. So I don't know where they're contracting all this fucking slime lung from. I'm getting a hell of a lot of carbon dioxide over here again. This is what we had before, the breathing starts going crazy. So I might quickly fix some of the piping. In fact, once this polluted oxygen's gone, I might route this pipe over to here. Jesus. Made a right mess of things opening this up. I want to get rid of these buildings at some point as well. Can't get to it yet, but we'll get rid of them in a bit. So does the hydrophobic tendencies of the air permeable tiles keep the water from applying pressure to the tiles? Indeed, yeah. The pressure doesn't apply in the same way. Visual only and behaves the same as on other holding tanks. No, basically with airflow tiles now, you well, like this for a long time, you can build tanks that are 1 tile thick, whereas normally with other tiles you'd have to use 2 or 3 tiles thick, depending on how much water was going to be in there. So I just thought it'd look quite nice as a tank. When it's all filled up, it'll look quite sexy. And yeah, it's just a nice little way of cooling some water on the fly. Once this vent's submerged, I mean, I could have regulated it with a filter, but once there's no more place for the water to go, it'll just all stop itself, and then I can use any excess water for other builds. I'm just really concerned about this immunity at the minute. Like, there's a lot of people that are sick, and I don't know where they got the slime lung from. Again, I know there's some up here, but they're not going there. There's no reason for them to go up here. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh, is it in here? No. Very strange. Very, very strange. Let's do this for the 7 whilst I think on. I really need the immunity to fix itself before I can do anything else. This sucks. With the radiator room, is your coldest gas on coming in on the bottom or top first? The entrance is at the top, but it basically regulates from the top first because obviously heat rises. So the idea is that you want to deal with this first. So as the tank gets more full, this makes more sense to have it like this. But yeah, again, I'm not trying to freeze the water. I want this hydrogen to sort of regulate itself to about 10 degrees, 20 degrees if possible, because I just want the water to be nice temperature for the base. But to begin with, the hydrogen was far cooler than I needed. Now it's starting to warm up a bit, which is cool. So this will continue to warm up until it gets to 25.9 degrees, and then this pump will kick in and cool it by 14 degrees to just under 12. In fact, if we set that to 20, oh shit. If we set that to 24 degrees, it'll be cooled by 14 degrees and come out at 10. 24, 10. Let's make it 32. So yeah, it's going to take a while. This will just keep running. It's one pump maintaining the system at the minute, and a liquid pump when we need it. The temperature's probably gone above, yeah, it's gone above 20 now, so there we go. Starting to warm up a bit. But again, that's fine. I'm back with nice warm feetsies. Did you miss anything? You didn't miss anything, Quirds. I'm just currently struggling with why everybody's got so much disease. Like slime lung has really hit them hard. I don't know why. Yeah. And we're in a receiving aid loop at the minute. Has all that polluted oxygen gone? I think it has. Let's put this. Let's deconstruct. Let's deconstruct these. How should I do this? We'll just bridge those into there, and then you can be there and there. There we go. It's very clumsy, but it should hopefully get a bit of oxygen there quickly. And then I can also piggyback some off these systems. Like this pipe's nearly always filled, so I might take some from here as well. Problem is basically when they have to get off their beds, it interrupts their having received aid. And then you're constantly in a loop of having to give them more aid, and they don't heal. It's no good. So we need this to be a bit oxygenated. So if we watch now, if she gets interrupted, it'll cancel the aid. No, she didn't. They breathe so much more. Like you can see, they're just vacuuming out the area. They breathe so much more when they've got slime lung, and when you've got this many with slime lung at the same time, it just depletes everything. It's carnage. It's crazy. Seems silly, but I've healthily made it past cycle 100. Good work, El. Good work, buddy. Hey, listen, it's all about the initial victory. And the next thing will be if you healthily made it past 200, 300, 400, and away you go. That's what it's all about. Come on now, finish these pipes. It's kind of important. Come on. Another slime lung, for fuck's sake. There you go. I think it's just tiny packets, really. Come on, get these pipes done. I'm running out of beds now, I've just realised. Unless these start healing soon, I'm not going to have any beds for the rest of the people that are getting poorly. Jesus Christ. I don't know where this came from. I actually don't get it. But whatever. I might put some chlorine here. Yeah, fuck it. How much is in the pipe? Christ, this still hasn't backed up yet. It's still trying to fill this massive room. Got a lot of chlorine in there. Just more phantom diseases. Yeah, I'm confused. It's okay, but I am confused. These packets are getting smaller and smaller now. I should put some algae terrariums here. That's what I should do. I should make it bigger and have algae terrariums underneath. How much algae? I've got 22 tons of algae at the minute. Jesus. Oh, I've got a hatch in here. Ah. This is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, we should get a lot of healing soon. This is carnage. Oh, we've just got one cured at least. Another one cured, nice. Cool. Be nice if you could sort it by disease so I didn't have to look at these things in between. I just want to know who's got slime lung and how long till they die. Yeah, they're all way off. 7 cycles, 8 cycles, 7, 9. Yeah, that'll be fine. Let's turn this on again. Jesus. Well, you can see how much CO2 they emit. It's crazy. Crazy levels of carbon dioxide. Because their breathing just goes through the roof. I think I've cut this up down here now. Right, let's go over here. Let's dig this out. Let's square this off. Christ. I can't get over how bad that went so quickly. Don't know what the fuck caused it. Jesus. It doesn't sort when you click the arrow like it does with health and stress. Yeah, it sorts, but it will only sort by the percentages. So if I do the immune system, it's well, you can see like here's the top 4 slime lungs, and then I've got a 9% to 12%. These don't actually have slime lung, and then Stinky does down here. Probably because his percentage at the moment isn't 17. So where's Stinky? His immune system is currently 26. So it's sorted by percentage of immune system, which I would like it if I could toggle by disease, sort by if they're infected or not, you know what I mean? That would be quite helpful. Stress is creeping up because I've got sick people that are getting stressed and they can't obviously use the massage tables when they're stressed, but other than that it's fine. Enjoy? Is this not a command? What would enjoy normally do? Is that somebody else's stream that you've seen that down? What would that normally do for you? Jesus Christ. I'm going to deconstruct this one though, whilst I remember. I don't actually need to be using this. And we'll just put a normal wash basin down. Have one there. Would have liked one there. Oh, yeah, we'll put one there. Oh. Command to enjoy. Fair enough. I just wondered if it'd do anything on the stream. Shine bugs all seem to affect off, which is interesting. I want to put an outhouse somewhere. Oh shit, there's the polluted water. I want to put an outhouse somewhere. So that I can start making some polluted oxygen with morbs. Where should I do it that they're going to use it? Here somewhere. Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Oh, it finally happened. It had to happen at some point. Jesus, that was brutal. Nice. Rip indeed. I know. They've been trapped in there for a long time, Al. It had to happen. Let's dial this down a bit. Let's make it 250. I don't want this water to build up too much in here, that's what I'm bothered about. So we'll let it all solidify again. How the hell did it get in there? When I was building it, it decided that's where it wanted to live, and I could not be asked deconstructing it all, because I'd quite like to build clean systems so there's no debris or anything in here. Although this liquid chlorine is doing my head in a little bit. And he got trapped in there, and that became his new home, so that's where he stayed. And that was his life, that's all he knows. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to open all these. I fucking love that CO2 freezer. It's quite cool, I like it. I quite like it. Okay, immunity's starting to go on the rise now. That's good. I think most people must be pretty much healed by now, I would imagine. A couple left. I'm trying to debate where I should put this morb pit. What I want to do is get some morbs spawn out of a toilet, out of a lavatory. So I need to dirty a toilet somewhere so that I can start making polluted oxygen. I'm going to need polluted oxygen later if I'm going to cool and make some liquid O2. Jesus. That slime though really hit us hard. Fuck me. So I need to figure out where I want to put a lavatory that I can then box in. I could even do it up here. That'd be quite cool. This is where we're doing it. You aren't going to use the polluted oxygen for puffs? No. Well, it's going to make me polluted oxygen. I can feed it to puffs, potentially. But, yeah. Puffs are a ball ache to corral. They're a ball ache to get in a place. I think so far I've only got one puff that's trapped in there. I just don't... I can never be arsed rounding them up. I don't think I've found that many. I think there's a couple more maybe to the bottom right of the base. They're just a pain in the ass. There's another one here. So I've got two. Only found two so far. Any more down here? Three. This one's got his own security door for some reason. 4. Yeah, I may make a puffed enclosure, but it's just not one of those things I normally bother with because it just pisses me off. I can make far more polluted oxygen for what I want, rather than using slime and polluted water. I can do it with morbs, which is something I've been tinkering with in my debug plays. Let's make this. We're going to reinforce all this, it'll look nicer. Fuck it. I just finished building my pen for the puffs. I found 5 on my map so far. I'm going to move them at some point. Yeah, that's always the same for me, Jack. I normally close them off somewhere, trap them somewhere, and then never can be arsed moving them. But is it pneumatic airlocks? Yeah, pneumatic doors, sorry. Particularly good for trapping puffs. Yeah, very good at it. Oh. I don't want to do this, that's all. Gonna have to expand this up and get some more circuits, I think. We're gonna need more circuits. Just for a single pump. What's this pumping at the minute? That's doing natural gas pump, that's 1. And it's going over here for this pump 2. That's it. Yeah, perfect. I'll do. Beautiful. More slime lung, for fuck's sake. Right, I need to keep an eye on this toilet. I need to make sure at 15 visits I disable it. Which could be a while. So please remind me to check back on the toilet occasionally. 14! Okay, we're getting there. Just remind me, please, because I will forget. I'm not going to seal this up yet, I'll just leave it. Still got 3 people poorly at the minute. Jesus. And the carbon dioxide's backing up. Okay. Let's turn these back on for a bit. I've got me sat here doing nothing anyway. Let's change this down to... Oh, we boiled the geyser dry. Fair enough. Okay. That should start clearing that carbon dioxide pipe pretty quickly. Let's watch these packets. Cool. Right. 12 visits. So, for those of you that might be unaware, I've shown this on my debuggy base when I was tinkering it the other day. What I'm basically going to do is get this outhouse dirty, as in have it so it needs cleaning, and then disable it and block the room off. What will happen eventually, morbs will spawn out of the toilet. When the morbs spawn, and I've got a few in here, I'm going to pump some water into this room, and the water won't kill the morbs, they'll just happily bathe underneath it. And they'll constantly emit polluted oxygen at a very fast rate. And then I'll basically have made a polluted oxygen making room using morbs, which is pretty cute, I think. That's the plan. I want a valve before I forget, so that I can toggle it on and off. I can go there. And my water's just going to come from down here. So, how much water do you need to pour on them? Mid Jones, how's it going, buddy? In fact, Mid Jones, I've got a special treat for you, bud. Well, not a special treat, but something you were talking about in the last stream. You can pour a few tiles of water over them. You can pour 1 level, 2 levels, 3, don't matter. Right, let me just... I've saved that, haven't I? Yeah. Let me just show you something quickly. I'm not going to enable debug because I can't be asked tabbing out and closing the game and stuff, but I'll show you what I was doing earlier. How much water do you need? Well, why don't you have a few outhouses next to each other blocked by doors? That's how you can restrict them one by one and get more mobs. I don't need loads, Jack. Don't need shitloads. Mum just came home for the night and has ordered as a takeaway. Free pizza. Life is good. Oh, free pizza is the best pizza. Give me some free pizza. God damn it. I saw you post on the forums, by the way, Mid, talking to Kasua. So whilst I'm waiting for this, let me just sort my upload to YouTube out. Yeah, I saw you post on the forums with the video that Kasua sent. The thread rather that Kasua linked you. So I thought I would show you something based off it. YouTube. Won't be a second. My channel video. I was going to mention that it showed a really nice looking radiator system. Yeah, it's what he's linked you basically is a very efficient, small sort of single regulator build, and I've basically replicated it in here to show you so I can explain it and talk it through with you. Because, you know, I care, you know. Won't be a sec. I'm just going to put my video through a playlist. Sorry guys, won't be a second. YouTube's been laggy as fuck. Beautiful. Right, just to quickly show you this. This is my debuggy base. Okay, so this is where I tinker about and dick about with stuff. It's why some of the terrain isn't revealed, because when I've got debug enabled I can see everything. So this is the bubbler that I was showing on yesterday's stream. This is how I'm making liquid oxygen, or will eventually be making liquid oxygen once this room cools down a bit. But then there are other ways of doing it. So for example, this is another way of making liquid oxygen using airlocks as a radiator technically. So the idea of the radiator setup is that you've got gas flowing through at a constant rate. Now this is very similar to Casua's build, if you remember. So it's a single thermoregulator, hydrogen in a radiator setup behind it, and then once it gets to the target temperature, you can adjust an amount of polluted oxygen to be filled into the room, and then it will turn into liquid O2 and be collected by a pump at the bottom. That's a system that's been going for a long time, and that's a system I've built on stream and a lot of people have built on their playthroughs. I'm nowadays starting to favour not necessarily the radiator system for liquid O2, but a mass system. So what I mean by that is, if you look at the difference of when it comes to cooling, okay, if you cool down 500 grams of hydrogen or 1,000 grams of hydrogen, yeah, and then try and cool 1,000 grams of polluted oxygen, the heat transference is going to make fuck all difference. Okay, you need to be drip feeding smaller and smaller amounts of polluted oxygen in order to liquefy it, right? However, if you take something like a manual airlock that takes 200 kilos of material, fill a room with them like this, and then cool the airlocks themselves, the amount of temperature they can transfer, the difference between cooling a kilo of polluted oxygen compared to trying to cool it with gas is minuscule. They'll just radiate temperature constantly. It takes a much longer time to prime a system like this, like a much longer time to prime it. But once this system gets cold, it will allow you to have a much higher throughput. Okay, it also uses less power as well. So these are just a couple of options basically. You've got your bubbler setup. It's not a conventional bubbler, but it's a bubbler nonetheless. You've got polluted oxygen coming in from the bottom vents, bubbling up through hydrogen that's cooled to minus 200, minus 202, minus 196. And yeah, as soon as the polluted oxygen gets to a certain temperature, it turns to liquid oxygen, which then gets pumped into this room. Currently this room is too warm, so it will probably boil away if you look. But once this room cools down enough, i.e. once I've pumped enough liquid oxygen in there, it will, yeah, there you go, it's all boiling away now. So, but it's not lost, it's just I need to pump more through, and then all of a sudden, all of this room will liquefy once it reaches the right temperature. So all this oxygen in here isn't lost, it will all turn back into liquid oxygen eventually. It just takes a little while. Don't know why that pipe's just broken, but whatever. That was a load bug. From what I made the manual, the manual airlocks. These are made from wolframite. You can make them from wolframite or copper. Wolframite's probably the best at the minute. Buthrakar, thank you very much for the follow, buddy. Welcome to the stream. These are made from wolframite. It will take a long time to prime a system like this, as I say, like a very long time. All we've basically got here, this is just for debug, so I didn't have to go and make different rooms. But basically we've got a hydrogen room that's for refilling the system, and a polluted oxygen room for when we actually pump polluted oxygen in. And the piping's very simple. Polluted oxygen will come through this valve here, into these vents at the rate that you decide, and then the hydrogen in this priming chamber is just to maintain the pressure in here. But in fairness, once you've got a constant throughput like this, it's fine. Once you've got like 500 grams in pretty much every pipe, you're fine. I think we lost a little bit of gas on load, which is why there's a couple of vacant bits here and there. But and then yeah, at the top, same as with the other build that I showed on the other stream, we've got a mechanical filter, and that's just going to filter out any polluted oxygen that this pump might pick up and send it back into this system here, so it can come out the vents again. So yeah. Would it be better to run liquid oxygen through thermoactuator behind the doors instead of hydrogen? Jack, that is something that has been mentioned by Sevio on the forums, and it's something I've yet to play with. I was meant to do it today and I didn't have time. The Thermo Aqua Tuner is a new, really interesting bit of kit that I've not been able to dick about with enough yet. But from what Sevio showed me, you can use it for both boiling and liquefying. I honestly haven't played with it enough yet, but I know it can be done. There is a very good thread by Sevio, or a very good post by Sevio where he talks about making liquid oxygen with it. It's cool. How would you describe the top right system? I wouldn't name it at all. I'd say it's like a radiator system. It's just instead of using a network of pipes, I'm using airlocks. It is still technically a bubbler. It's just that I've got a lot of mass in the room. A lot of people do the same idea, and it's something I've shown before. For example, if I wanted to... Oh shit, I can't build anything because I can't build anything because I've not researched anything on this and I've not got debug enabled. If I wanted to put more mass in the room, I'd run a load of wolframite pipes, I'd do a load of wire bridges. There's a lot of things you can do to add mass to the room. The more mass that you have in the room, i.e. the more material, so wolframite, 200 kilos times however many, the more mass you've got in the room, the less temperature spikes you'll get. Okay? The less temperature spikes, the more constant the system will be running, and that's what you want. So... the bigger radiator gives more area for the coolant to happen, but also bigger area needs more time to prime. And also, Jack, the bigger the area, the more loss there is as well, so the more powerful system you need. You wouldn't be able to do... If we did a radiator system like this, but made it this big, you wouldn't be able to maintain it with one thermoregulator. You'd need to split the radiator into different sections and have a number of different regulators, because these can only reduce like 14 degrees of temperature change. So yeah, you can do huge radiators and they will obviously purify more, but you also need more thermoregulators to obviously cool it. So, but yeah, if it's still a bubbler style system, wouldn't that make it have efficiency issues due to overpressure? No, the pressure is regulated. Mid Jones, if you look here, the hydrogen in this room is all regulated. So this is like a top-up valve for hydrogen. So this filter will only toggle on once the hydrogen in the room is below 1500 grams, okay? If it falls below 1500 grams, then this will top up with a little bit of hydrogen that's equivalent to 2 packets worth, basically. And it'll keep topping up until it needs to. Obviously at times there will be polluted oxygen in here, and obviously once we get a layer of liquid oxygen in here, that will force the gas up as well, because you can only have one element per tile, but other than that it regulates itself. And also there is obviously a buffer in the pipes for hydrogen to build up into larger packets, like 1,000 gram packets instead, which is fine. These are all 500 gram packets at the minute. It could do with having more in the system, but it's only got one pump, so it's academic. Why not separate the room with Weezewarts? Does the Weezewarts... Why not separate the room with Weezewarts? Does the Weezewarts work? These Weezewarts are just to cool the thermoregulators. That's all these are for. You can... what you would do, and what you should do, is have Weezewarts priming your polluted oxygen that's coming in, and your hydrogen that's being used to top it up as well. So that your hydrogen is coming in at -60, and your polluted oxygen is coming in at -60, just to make it more efficient, just to reduce some of the cooling you need. But just to make it so that I didn't have to cool my hydrogen, I just spawned it in at like -100. Likewise, the polluted oxygen, I think I spawned that in at 1 degree, and it's now -6. So, but yeah, a system like this will work very well. It'll just take a long time to prime, but once it's running, it takes fuck all energy costs pretty much. So these thermoregulators will just toggle on every now and again, and they're based on pressure, on temperature. So once this gets to above -215, these regulators will stop working, and it'll just maintain for a bit. And then once the doors start warming up a little bit and the temperature changes, the regulators will kick on again. And we're talking like a change in 0.1 of a degree, and it'll toggle on, run for a minute, and then cool off again. And that's it. This system is a long-running system. These can be a good system. They're just not going to get a big throughput. This will give a big throughput, but takes a lot longer to cool. Likewise, a standard bubbler system, you can get them to run. Can't get a lot from them, but you can get them to run. I like to mix the two. So yeah, it's basically a bubbler with a radiator in it. That's the idea. So I hope that helps. This is my favourite build. This is something I've been playing with. Yeah, I'm tinkering with this at the minute. this is my baby. But I hope that helps you anyway, Mid. I know you've been asking on the forums, so I thought I'd throw something together for you. All right, bud. So I'm gonna go back to the stream now anyway. You can always go back and watch the VOD if you want to have a look at it. It'll be on YouTube again tomorrow, so it's a personal little segment for you, buddy. All right. So, I'm not going to make my own liquid oxygen thermal tuner system soon. I'm using the excess heat from that to heat polluted water and boil it in another. I see. So you're doing the cooling and the boiling in two different systems. That's nice, Jack. I said I've not had time to play with it. I'd love to do a bit of dicking about and tinkering with it, but I've not had time. Thanks a lot, man. Can I get the save file? Yeah, give me a sec. I'll whack it on Discord for you. 1 second. I'm in a loading screen. You'll have to bear with me. I made a drawing sent on Twitter. My drawing is me as a dupe. It was quick but fun. I'll have a look now, mate. Let me just get out of this. 1 sec. I'm always happy to help with stuff like this, guys. It's just at the minute my time is a little bit limited, so I'm a little bit out of the loop with things myself. But once I've dicked about the aqua tuner and figured it out inside out, I will show you what I come up with. Okay. Let me just do this thing on Discord. Where is my file? That's on Discord now, by the way. There you go, buddy. What else are we doing? Twitter. Let's have a nosy. Deputar85, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream, bud. Also, I'll get the second opportunity to run on polluted water, which should increase its efficiency by a lot. Pure water is 4.18, heat capacity, polluted water is 6. Indeed. The one on Sevio's post is with polluted water, I noticed. Bothguy recently showed some cooled hydrogen-based systems that I don't think they're technically a bubbler. Not sure what you call them. Cooled hydrogen in... Oh yeah, he's using granite tiles for radiation. For heat transfer. I've been doing that for months. I use that for like water cooling and stuff like that. Air is kept in separate rooms, but cooling is done by heat exchange through wolframite doors and wire bridges. What do you think of the efficiency of this type of system compared to radiator design? Mid Jones, I've got one in this base, mate. That's exactly what this is down here. That's exactly what we're doing here. We've got hydrogen cooled in these towers. Hydrogen cooled in these spikes, yeah. And then we've got airlocks that are made of wolframite that are radiating the heat, and the walls are made of granite. All the outside walls are made of abyssalite, all the inner walls are made of granite, and then the gas gets pumped into these chambers in between, and that's why we've got this, liquefier. I did a build like this 3-4 months ago. You can go back and look at my old playthroughs, but like there's only so many ways to reinvent the wheel, if you like. So this shit I've done a few different times, but I've just never done it in this layout and this format, which I really like. So the idea of transferring temperature through tiles and through doors is something that's been going on for a long time. Would that liquefy PO less efficiently than the top left radiator design? Maya, 1 second, I'll have a look in a sec. Would you I like the middle system that I showed you. It takes longer to get ready, but once it's ready, it works for fucking ages. I prefer that system. But it depends how much liquid oxygen you need. So if you're only trying to make enough so that you can cool a system elsewhere that will then take over it for you, i.e. an aqua tuner, then you might not need all that much. Yeah, Mid Jones, just try a couple, mate. Build a couple. Let's have a look at this picture, Maya. It's me in the Outbreak Update. Nasal slime or slime nostril. That's what Maya's just sent me, everybody. I like it. You need to do me some derpy art, Maya. You need to do me some Oni, you know, random face dupe art or something. I like it. The slime nostrils are a lovely touch. I like it. Right. Where's my OBS gone? There it is. Okay, that's enough ranting about all sorts of random stuff. Why can't this disease fix itself? Yeah, Mid, I'll just share my debug. That's me when I was sick. Oh, I'll share my save, Mid. I've no problem with that, buddy. I just need some time to do some tinkering. Low immunity again. I don't get it. I don't get why my immunity is so low. Cancel that. Now they've got some water coming in. How much water have we made? And how's this geyser doing down here? I really don't want this chlorine in here. This chlorine's getting rather hot. Hey, Onichins, how's it going, bud? Long time no see. How are you? Is that actually in the quote system, by the way, or do you just always have that on copy paste? Actually, that's quote number 4. There you go, buddy. You can do that in future. Just for you, mate. How are you? Right. Got it on Notepad. Jesus. Fucking hell. I've got nearly a full brew here that I've not drunk. God damn it. Oh, Mid Jones. Thank you very much for the sub, buddy. Much appreciated, mate. Thank you for that. Right. Why didn't that show in my my bot, I wonder? Oh, peculiar. Right. I want some chlorine to come in here, ideally. Oh, but thanks for all the fun and gaming site. Now, you're more than welcome, buddy. You're more than welcome. And you also now have access to the wonderful emote drawn by my fair hand, which I always forget the name of. There you go. Right. 5 visits left. I'm not going to worry about pumping out the oxygen and stuff yet. I'll do that afterwards. Once I've pumped up, filled the water level up as well, it'll just make it easier to get rid of the oxygen, which is fine. For fuck's sake. I actually don't understand. Is it from up here? It is from up here. Of course it's from up here. Son of a bitch. How many Weezewarts have we got? 3. Let's whack some Weezewarts up here. Hey. One there. Might dig this out a little bit more as well. 7 axes, taxes. Thank you very much for the follow, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Let's get rid of this shit. Excuse me. I'm very burpy tonight. Don't know what's up with me. Just heard the thunder. You're in for a storm. I do love a good storm. I'm not sure what to do about this slime lung out here, if I'm honest. It's a bit of a bastard. I don't just want to pump chlorine everywhere, but I don't have enough oxygen to spare at the minute either. So I think we'll just whack some Weezewarts down for now. Which will be fine. I don't think we need any time soon. I really would like this slime lung to feck off as well. The internet might go away. Oh, if there's a storm. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. I just contracted 2 lots of slime lung. There's something fucking wrong here, I'm telling you. What is going on? Another one. What the fuck is going on? Section area up with walls so that the zones cool down faster. Yeah, I could do. I could block off chunks. Sorry I'm not in stream anymore. Kind of hard to watch and talk to my mother at the same time. Not used to her being here. Oh. Then I won't have your wonderful vocabulary to keep me company when I'm home alone until people get back from work. My wonderful vocabulary? I don't have a wonderful vocabulary. Whatever do you mean? What the fuck is going on? don't actually know what's happened. I feel like my game's bugged. I've never had slime lung be such a problem. It's such a non-problem, really. From nowhere. Very strange. I'm gonna lock it anyway, I don't think it matters. No, I'll do a manual airlock. Fuck it. Very, very peculiar. I don't have enough med beds. Fucking great. This is not good. Spam dioxides with the Weezeworts. I could do that, I suppose. I've got one headphone on, but I appreciate you typing that for me. Oh. Then there's near that amount of blue dodged in a slime one close to the base. Nah. This'll cool off in no time. This'll be gone in no time. I should really open up this. It's just breeding. About that graveyard I'm still waiting for. Have you tried using radiator system for liquefying chlorine and CO2? Or is the only effective way for that is cooled hydrogen door temperature? No, there's loads of different ways of doing cooling liquid chlorine and CO2, mid-Jones. I'll tell you what, if you go on my playlists on YouTube, there is a playthrough called Rules, or something like that. Looks like you've been having a case of your slime lung. Yeah, there's a playthrough called Rules, I think it is. It's from the agricultural upgrade, but it's just a big fuck off radiator that I build in it to deal with carbon dioxide. You can do it however you want. I actually cool the carbon dioxide with oxygen in that one. Yeah, there's loads of ways of cooling chlorine and carbon dioxide, because you can just use Weezeworts. Weezeworts will cool to minus 60 odd, and that's cold enough to liquefy both of them. There's loads of ways of doing it. Like down here, I've got Weezeworts in a room filled with hydrogen that are cooled to minus 61 point something, minus 61.5, and then below them I've got two tiles that are made of granite. These two tiles here, these would cool, make liquid chlorine. It's a lot harder to liquefy oxygen. It's because of the temperatures. So if you look at a tile of polluted oxygen, its condensation point when it turns into liquid oxygen is minus 183. So you need to cool to minus 183 degrees before it will turn into liquid oxygen. That's the thing. Whereas chlorine, if I can find some, I've got loads here. Chlorine will change it will turn to liquid at minus 34.6. And it will turn solid at minus 101. Carbon dioxide is liquid at, minus 48, and it'll turn solid at minus 56.5. So there you go. Right, I'm in a bit of a crisis here. I'm not going to lie. I need to cool this down. Which is going to be a fucker. So the first thing I'm going to do is block off all my dupes. And then from there, I'm going to get their immunity fixed. And then we'll deal with the problem. I need to just run some cooling pipes outside the base or something just to cool the areas off. That'll be the quickest way to go. Sakura Luna Neko, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream, bud. Right. Where can I piggyback some power from? Perfect. Just so I don't have to worry about oxygen too quickly, too soon. We'll just whack a couple of these down, which was a great idea by the way, Black. Excellent work. Come on now, get this built. Oh, thanks for that, Quirts. Yeah, there's the link for the rules playthrough. Fill it with supercooled hydrogen. Have your dupes carry your solid CO2 up there, instantly fill the area with sterile gas. Can't move CO2 sadly when it's solid. Which sucks. Can't carry solid CO2, that'd be awesome to store it in storage compactor. Yeah, it would. Tell you what I can do. I've just had a fucking brainwave. Let's go get some oxylite. We're going to build a compactor up here. I'll unlock that door once they've started digging. I would like these to be filled up now, please. Excellent. Okay, that should fix this. We'll have you off for a minute. Don't do that yet. I'll read that in a second, Mid-Jones. There's quite a big wall of text there. I'll read it in a sec, but let's let me get this sorted first. Open auto. Oh, come on, build the thing. Right, let me read this then. Trying to summarise my thoughts and approaches to this. A. Classic hydrogen bubbler, less efficient due to overpressure, harder to build, maintain in a real game. Okay, we'll take this point by point. So, as regards A, classic hydrogen bubbler, I'm assuming you're referring to the Beowulf hydrogen bubbler off the forums. Beowulf's hydrogen bubbler, he's got a really detailed guide on how to build it, and there's been a lot of posts on that same thread refining it. So you could build that, no problem. You can build it in a normal game, easy. B, radiator system, great efficiency and easy to build in your base. Low energy cost, not great efficiency, but low energy cost. To make it efficient, as in a big throughput, you need to use a lot of energy, as in more thermoregulators, which 240 watts at a time. C, hydrogen gas metal temperature exchange system. D, cooled liquid oxygen system, needs a bubbler system to be primed. E, aquatuner based system, hopefully it'll become the most effective. F, top right system you showed earlier, mix between metal temperature exchange. Nice. Short term I'll go with radiator system A, then graduate to F, then hopefully one day an aquatune. Yeah, do it, bud. That's exactly what I would recommend. Try a few things out, and once you, from building one, you'll get a much better understanding of the others and ways to refine them. I'm in no means an official body on how to build them, what to do best, and how to do things differently. I've just built quite a few. There are other people out there that will do the maths far more than I will. Okay. Nice. Now I'm hoping if they've picked up some of this oxylite and started putting it up here, which they haven't yet, but soon they shall, we'll pressurise this with oxygen. All being well. And we have a bed free now as well. So people are starting to get healed from slime lung. Jesus Christ, what a ball ache that was. Oh shit. Is it going into the other fucking compactors? Oh, you bastards. No. Where the fuck's it going? Why haven't they collected any yet? Where the fuck's all my oxylite gone? There's no way all that oxylite just vanished. There's no fucking way. There was hundreds and hundreds of kilos there. Where the fuck did all that oxylite go? I feel like I'm being a little bit trolled. I guess the important thing is to focus on the fundamental concepts, then we'll come up with their own approaches or adapt. Exactly. If I can learn to understand how these systems work, that's going to be the best. I would say that's the exact way to go, Mid-Jones. Don't just blindly follow somebody else's guide or somebody else's advice. That's why I'm happy to share my debug saves. You can have a nosy and have a play and deconstruct and tweak the settings and change things and expand on what I've done and knock yourself out, basically. Do what you want. Fuck me. I don't even know why I'm bothering trying to mop this shit up. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, no, go wild. Literally. Do what you like. Emirius Spec, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream, bud. I've got people trapped. Have we got any materials around here? No. Bit of gold. Let's use some gold. If they tried to take it through chlorine, would it get destroyed? No, it's oxalite is just hard oxygen. That's what it's meant to be. It doesn't get destroyed by anything. I think it was just a weird fucking bug. In one of those spirals, you get literally hundreds and hundreds of kilos of it. I think it's 200 kilos per tile, and it hasn't been emitted. There is some oxygen down here when they were digging it out, but it hasn't all been emitted. Unless when it fell into water, it instantly boiled. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if it's something to do with the polluted water. That's interesting. I've not even thought about that. Could have been something to do with that. The polluted water like boiled it instantly or something weird. Very strange anyway. Very, very strange. I would have liked that oxalite. It would have been very fucking handy. But, oh well. I think honestly I might just leave these running constantly and burn through some of the algae and see if we can get some oxygen up here anyway. 2 visits left in the outhouse. I want to get this sorted, if I'm honest. I want to get the morbs starting to produce. Christ on a bike. Does oxalite appear in the list of materials on the right? If so, yeah, it's here, buddy. It's inconsumable or it's all gone. It's all gone. Sort of spamming on before. And it's not assigned to anywhere else but this chest, this compactor, so I've got... Oh, these are still stuck. Holy shit. You're gonna have to wait, boys. I'll tell you what. Why don't you dig yourself a bit of granite? And then build yourself a ladder. It's a lot of poorly people again. We just fucking healed loads of them as well. That's what I don't get. That's what's confusing me the most. Why they suddenly got so sick again. Let's drain this water down. I want to get rid of this. This needs to be cooled. 100 players shambles in, spluttering and coughing up embalming fluid. 100, how are you, buddy? Long time no see. I was talking about you the other day. How's it going? Why is my hydrogen at -7 again? Why is this back to -5? What the fuck? Why is this back to -5? What the hell? What the fuck is going on? Jesus. Hi. Busy, rough times, but it's alright. When there's Growski. Oh, 100. It's good to see you, buddy. I was wondering how you were. So I'm glad to be back myself, to be honest, mate. I've been very much away. I'm very busy. I think that's what happened with that oxylite. I think it boiled when it landed in the polluted water. Which I didn't know was a thing. See, there's an Oni update now. Yeah, this is the Outbreak Upgrade update. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but there is now disease and vile death in the world. Oh, mob. Yeah, it's quite a few changes. Pretty cool. Fuck! I missed the toilet. Son of a bitch! Oh, I fucking hate my life right now. Everything's trying to piss me off at the minute. God damn. Hypothermia as well. Jesus Christ. Fuck my life. I'm taking a few deep breaths, guys, whilst I write a message. Because I honestly am just at the moment bouncing between fixing disease and not doing anything about it. That was the last straw for me there. That really nearly tipped me over the edge. I need that toilet. I want to get that morph farm done. Motherfucker. It's pretty cool, fuck. Jason Default X7, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, there's quite a few changes to be honest, 100. There's quite a few new changes. Sickness obviously being one of them. But I'm currently getting plagued by slime lungs far more than I ever have before, and I don't know why. And it's royally bothering me. I can't drain any more of this water away because then there'll be too much in these pools and it'll break through my walls, so I need to hit it from the bottom. I can't go in through the bottom at the minute because of all the fucking slime lung, and everybody will just get infected straight away. And I've already got a load of people infected at the minute. Jesus Christ. Okay, we're starting to get some chlorine here though now at least, which is good. We are going to have some polluted oxygen around our food. We may lose some food, but I don't really care. I would like some chlorine to come into this tank as well. That would be good. Get rid of the slime lung that's in there. So I'm assuming there's still some on this side, yeah. So we'll get chlorine all here too. Leave that open. Dearie me. How are we doing for gas pressure now? Well, the algae deoxidizers are really helping on the gas pressure at least, so our sickly patient should not be wheezing as much. Other than that, I can't really do much in the base right now, which sucks. So what I could do. This is going to make a goddamn mess. flooding. I'm assuming that's my pump. Yeah. Desperate times and all that. Get rid of this water. It's doing me head in. And all that as well. Beautiful. Now get out of there. Let's get rid of this. Oh, we got a load of polluted water from that anyway, which is nice. There's a lot of food poisoning here now as well. I wonder if I can do this without murdering all the hatches. I'm just going to do a cheeky save, guys, because I think I'm going to kill some of my hatches here. But I am being lazy. Oh no, I think we did it. Beautiful. Nice. And now for enjoy the stream, everyone. Take it easy, Mid Jones. Good to see you, bud. I think I'll give this game a miss. It seems to be about the flow of water and noxious gases. I get enough of that in my bathroom. Nice, Jan. Quick question, Lifegrow. Have you tried Factorio or Rimworld? Any thoughts on those? Tried them both, buddy. I like Factorio. I think it suits multiplayer play better than anything else. Rimworld, I played a bit of that, enjoyed it, but I don't want to pay £23 for a game that doesn't get much love from the developers. Yeah. That's my feelings on them both. Rimworld was good fun, and I like the fact that you can mod the hell out of it as well. But the developers don't seem to want to do much with it, which I never like. So, okay, now that we've let a shitload of stinky water into the base, we'll get this last bit in, and then we'll close off the thing. Yeah, as in, what I mean by that is it's been in an incomplete state for like 3 years or something stupid. No, I don't think it's just one person anymore, man. It was when it first started out, but the amount of money they've made off it. Yeah, it's. You look at how many thousands of people have downloaded that game at 20 odd quid a pop. 23 quid, I think it is at the moment. Yeah, it should be getting more development. Is my thinking on it, but. Okay. Curious how many are working on it. It's at least a dozen. I honestly couldn't tell you at the minute, but because obviously there's a lot of they've split their labours a little bit, so that some are doing Griftlands and some are doing Oni. So I don't know exactly how many are working on Oni at the minute. I'm sure if you ask them, they'd probably tell you. They seem to be quite transparent with that sort of stuff. Look at all the food poisoning we left up here. 10 million germs now. It's going strong. You get to Sarslan. You get to Sarslan. 55. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Sorry, I murdered your name. That can go like that. It's going to be a bit of a mess here now for a while, but I really don't care at this point. I feel like I've achieved nothing for the last 2 hours. I've just been dealing with disease over and over and over again. So let's get them to work. There's that big Don't Starve update set coming to us, so... Oh. I've not been keeping track of Don't Starve, to be honest, bud. I probably should do, because I plan to play some more of it. Oh. But the pace of the game has slowed down a lot since having to do disease and slime bow, and that will hopefully be a good thing. Yeah, definitely. It really it changes how quickly you can expand into the wilds. Found another hatch. He's gonna die. Found a couple of hatches. Oh. Yeah, it's definitely changed the pace of the game. Like, one of the first things I used to always do, and a lot of people would always do, is jump into a slime biome and get a shitload of algae, shitload of gold, and away you go, you're sort of set for the game then, but you can't do that in the same way anymore. Which is a good thing. Just mean you have to be more prepared and get sorted. Right, let's dump this water down here. We have more things we need to explore. Digging through disease biomes will become more rewarding. Yeah, exactly. The ruins need to be better, in my opinion, because that's the only thing at the moment that's prompting you to explore. Because you know, once you've got all your geysers capped, and you know there's only 5 guys in the map, there's not really any reason to leave your base other than resources. It'd be nice if there was better ruins and more wildlife and stuff. There's an expansion with Pigmen's civilization with shops. New shipwreck content, new multiplayer stuff, lots of things is nice. I'll have to give that a look. I've still not played Shipwreck properly. I've played it once, I've not got into it. But I must give that some more time. Okay, that is all this crap dug out. We're going to dig this out. But first we're going to do... Need to get this done. Look at all the shit in the base now. Holy balls. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, there's a hard cap on geysers now mid, yeah. It's basically 2 steam, 2 natural gas and 1 chlorine, that's all you'll get in a map. Which sucks balls, not a fan of that. I've never come across a void before and I played 170 hours. They're not, I don't think they're in the game anymore, I could be wrong, but I've not seen one yet. I've not seen one since the update. So I don't know if they're even in the game. Okay, stop disinfecting buildings and just dig the shit out of this stuff. Come on. We'll deal with this afterwards. Hey. Are these on sweep only? They are. Son of a bitch. This one is not to be on sweep only. You have so much fluid oxygen. Yeah, be fine. I'll get rid of it in no time. Don't worry about it. Just want to get the base capped off first, then we'll be alright. Sweep them as well. And sweep this stuff with an 8. Oh, cancel, sweep them up. Okay. Nice. I've been meaning to do that for a long time, and I knew it was always going to be a messy nightmare when I eventually did it, so I could have built like an inner skin on the base, but I just couldn't be arsed. And again, polluted oxygen, providing it's got no germs in it, it's fine. You can breathe it, it's no problem. And changing these to airflow tiles has really let the chlorine come through now as well, which is good. So this has now got some chlorine in it, which is lovely. And we'll seal this off again in a sec. In fact, I'll let them sweep this crap and then we'll seal it off. Once they got rid of this, I'll turn the disinfect buildings back on as well, and they can get all the slime lung that's going to be trying to ooze into the base. Jesus. This has been a tricky stream for me. Time to liquefy. I need to get my fucking morbs set up. That's what I want to do. I want to get them set up soon. Yeah, let's do that now. Okay, 2 tiles left. Come on. Nice. Cool. How many is this up? There's a lot of germs in that tile. Beautiful. Okay. Nine visits. I'm not going to miss the toilet this time. It's not going to happen. I won't allow it to happen. Zenobi, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Yeah, we're not going to let this happen. Next update in 3 weeks. Has your family in Poland? Do you have a Polish surname? I have a Scottish surname, Rolnick. But is it popular in Poland as well, really? I did not know that. But no, I don't have family in Poland. But interesting. Very interesting. Welcome to the stream, by the way, bud. My dupes keep bringing German material to the storage inside my base, even though I put lots of storage outside my base. I tried to control this by setting slime to only go in outside storage, but slime biome often has non-slime material that's Jeremy. Mid-Jones, you just change the tabs on it. So like I've got these set to only have organic slime, and I do it with a high priority. And then in my other compactors in the base, there will be no slime ticked, and that's how you change it. How are you doing today? How are the dupes? Jennifer, how are you? The dupes are fine. You are still alive, wherever you are. Yeah, the dupes are fine. I'm struggling. We've been plagued by disease today, and it's been a nightmare. But I am very well in real life. I'm good. Thank you very much for asking. How are you? Ending ski is a Polish ending surname. I see. I see. I thought that was like a stereotype. I didn't think that was an actual thing. Like the whole hoisky poisky thing. I thought that was a stereotype. Lifegrow. I don't know. It is a play on my surname though, but my surname's actually Scottish, apparently. So I've been told. This is going to take an actual age to cool off enough, but we'll just leave it for now. Jesus. Oh, and I never fixed this down here. I'm hoping this will be alright. I'm hoping this will survive. But if it starts breaking, I'll get in there and fix it. Alright, but slime biome can have other kinds of things like gold, amalgam, dirt, etc. I have gold, amalgam, that's germ-free stored in my base, but then I come across germ ones. Probably the best piece of kit for that, which I don't really use at the moment, is the ore scrubber. So just put an ore scrubber down and feed it some chlorine, it'll work. My surname is Skibinski. I am sorry if I pronounced that terribly, but in my mind, that says Skibinski. Skibinski. But yeah. Maybe he just likes skiing. I wish storage containers had a checkbox or store only non-German material. Yeah. Maybe they will have like a quarantined... Oh. I don't really want you going through here, boys. They may well have a quarantine storage in the future. That would be a cool addition. I would like that too. Alright. Okay, apart from a few bits of chlorine, another death that's lurking around the base, we'll be okay. This chlorine's got nowhere to go at the minute, it's just going to keep circulating around. Yeah, it's going to circulate up into the oxygen pipe, which is fine. This was just a temporary fix, and I don't really need this pipe in here anymore, to be fair. I'll set up some filters later. Why are these not being done? Since when have these been on priority 5? What the hell? How peculiar. And don't be afraid of the chlorine usage of the ore scrubber, it's really minimal. Well, shit in hell. I want to build something massive before we end the stream. I know we've got a couple of hours yet, but I want to build something good. We've definitely got ourselves a lot more pure water today, though. It was down to like this sort of level, which is nice. We've got a supply of pure water. We've got a shitload more polluted water now. I need to start thinking about how we're going to use that. Fertilizer makes is the obvious choice. I really don't want them to be coming outside here. It's crazy that it's minus 53 degrees here, and then here it's 6. Very strange. Right, we'll let them sweep up all this crap. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to do. Yeah, there's a bit of oxygen and polluted oxygen here, but it's fine. It'll dissipate over time. I just want this to be full of chlorine, ideally. That'll be nice. And we'll close this off. Start using the airlocks again. We're always going to have polluted oxygen here. We're always going to have it. I might actually have an access from both sides, drop this level down a little bit and have doors like on this side so that I can seal this in the middle and keep... This is polluted oxygen and this is just sterile. It's probably something I should do. Fucking polluted water in here. Son of a bitch. Oh, let's check the toilet. Son of a bitch. I'm not moving from this toilet until we've got it. We're going to watch some people pee for a bit. There's no update running any better, or basically the same. Early game it runs a lot better, late game it runs like shit. Unfortunately. It was... I had high hopes for it when they changed the gas packets. They made it so the gas pack... Jesus. The display for the gas movement in pipes is a lot different now. So if you've got full packets... where can I show you? Where can I show you that? If you've got full packets moving... or if a pipe is saturated rather, you'll only see partial, yeah, see like on here, you'll only see partial packet movement, which is kind of cool. Other than that, late game it's still laggy as hell. It's normally lag that stops me from playing, which sucks, but it's one of those things. They'll keep optimising, they'll keep getting better. But for now, it's not the best. One visit. Question. Let me pause this question. Why are water reservoirs lined with mesh tiles? I like to line them with airflow tiles. Airflow tiles are incredibly strong for water tanks. You can actually just do them one layer thick. But I like to do this. This was more for aesthetics. I like the look of it. Other than that, it was just to radiate temperature a bit better. These were meant to be made out of wolframite, but I made the bottom ones out of iron, like a penis for some reason. And it was so I could radiate temperature through it a bit better, Alfred. Right, I'm watching this toilet. One visit, come on. Who is the lucky dupe? Nice big pipe improvement. Yeah, it is. I say it doesn't run any better. It's just late game. It's still incredibly laggy. As soon as you get any convoluted piping or moving, materials from one place to another, it's laggy. But again, it'll get better every time. Every update will be some new improvement, which is good. I'm optimistic for the final game. I'm loving what they're doing so far, but the final game will be hopefully very well polished. Come on, somebody use this damn toilet. If only I had a dirty toilet power switch. I know. Here we go. Don't you dare. You are not going to clean this day. Disable it. There we go. Beautiful. Now then. Have I got a hatch here? Oh, I've got a hatch. How did this happen? I buried the hatch that was wandering around. Oh no! Oh, poor Babby. Well, this is where he lives now. I could hear him in the tiles, like, what the fuck? Right, this liquid pipe. Okay, I've got it. I need to get this over to there. Could use this one, I suppose. Oops. We'll jump over to... Fuck. That should be fine. How's it going, Nerd Rage? Alright, bud? How many people died to the plague? Nobody! Don't say that. Everything is fine. This is really convoluted. I don't know why I did this like this. It's fucking dumb. You need to go to the... deconstruct. My brain is not with it tonight. Christ. I'm probably going to start looking at doing the lavatories as well before we finish. I want to do the new... I want to improve this Medibay area. Medbed. Okay. Cool. Nice. So, just need to wait for some lovely mobs. So I've got plenty of slime lung out here. Jesus. That really threw me early. All the disease stuff has really thrown me. So I've literally done nothing today. Where should we build some fertilizer makers? Where should we do that? Probably just carry on this pipe up here, I would think. And build them up here, maybe. Maybe over here. That could be a plan. Because we want 3 per job. We want. Let me see. We want 1 for these 2 natural guys that aren't getting enough gas. That'll make all those 6. So we need 2. And then it's essentially like 4 per generator. So 4, 8, make 10 maybe? 10 of these bastards. Right, I'm just laying this out now. We'll try and get this built today. I want them mobs to spawn, but I will do this whilst we're waiting. And I'll knock these out as well. They won't be able to get to the ceiling, but they can get it from up there. Yeah, that'll be fine. Give them something to dig, something to do. I'll tell you what we'll do first of all, just to make life a wee bit easier. We will do this business. Oops. Let's get rid of all this shit first. I should have my pumps, I've just thought. One, two, three, four, five. Where the fuck do I put my pumps? I'll figure out. I'll figure out when we're doing it. It's no problem. No problem. It's like another big job. See you hybrid, how's it going, bud? But when isn't it? It's not a big job, I'm just building some fertilizer makers. How are you, buddy? Long time no see. How's everything going down here? Plenty of water. Is this still working? Surprised how much liquid we've got down here. It should be freezing. It's at minus 59, but it's not freezing. Which is peculiar. Good, thanks. How's it going? Pretty good, thanks, buddy. I've been plagued in this stream with disease. It's been a very diseasey stream. But other than that, it's going well. The base is looking good anyway. Or we're getting there. Yeah. Me personally, I am tiptoe and fucking dandy. Thank you very much for asking. Pun intended. Pun intended? Did I do a pun by accident? It was an accidental pun then in that case, Nerdwage, I apologise. I apologise for my disgusting behaviour. It was entirely accidental. Let's knock that out. Why are you freezing CO2? I've just not got any use for it at the minute, and it was just a way of saving some power rather than using carbon skimmers. I am using some carbon skimmers, but... Oh, plagued by disease, of course. Yeah, no, I have actually just been plagued by disease. It sucked. What did I built all these out of gold, didn't I? What a penis. That was not smart of me. So I'm going to need to cool this room a little bit. Pungroski strikes again. Huh? You going back now?
Yeah, I'm sure you have to.
Are you reading something?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. Sorry?
Horrible out there.
Is it?
Yeah, really bad. Torrential.
Is it?
Yeah?
Oh. There's nothing on the window. Apparently it's like a torrential storm here. What the hell?
Anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd let you know about that.
Alright.
No.
99. Interesting. What have I missed? In life, if you don't want us to abuse the quote ad feature, you should stop calling yourself a penis so much. What do you mean? Hey, listen, I'm confident enough in my penile agility. I don't know what the fuck I'm going at. Listen, I'll call myself a penis more than the next man. I don't mind. Would it be Life Punsky? Pungroski, Life Punsky? I prefer Life Punsky, I think. Manhood. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm confident in my manhood. Now there's a quote. I think it's more. I don't care. Bit of self-flagellation every now and again. No problem. Gossman, why? You had two choices there. You were on the fucking platform. What the hell? I don't know why we're getting rid of all this crap, but why not? We'll actually get rid of all this shit whilst we're at it as well. Get rid of all this bobbins and steal some of this abyssalite whilst we're at it. That would be marvellous. Life Punsky. I think Life Punsky I prefer. I forgot where I've moved. There's no doorway behind there. I know, yeah, I'm in a different room now, buddy. It's all different. Coming back talking about peanut allergy. Hello, Quartz. What did I miss? What are you talking about? There's never been a door there. Oh, the vision's back again. This is sealed from this side, I just realised, so we ain't going to be doing much from this side just yet. Not until this slime lung affects off a little bit. I'm kind of amazed that this ice biome hasn't expanded more. I should probably dig out some of this crap around here and insulate the geyser. That would have been a smart thing to do. Anywho, it'll be fine. Take you out, so. I told you about our Lord and Saviour penal agility. I honestly don't know where I was going with that one. That one surprised me. Get rid of this bastard as well. This random sleep week for no reason. Have I got any morbs yet? No. Marie's still vigilant on aid, which we're going to need soon because people are working in grubby areas, so whatever. Talking with the mother, nothing special. A disappointing burger for dinner. I haven't had any tea yet, I'm starving. It'll be another late night snack after the stream, or a late night feast, which is not good. This keeps cooling far more than it should. I don't understand. It's all insulated, isn't it? I don't understand how it can cool to -8. Doesn't make any sense. But whatever. It'll warm up eventually with the gas. I just don't know why it's doing it. Hydrogen at -13. It must just be the external temperature. It's the external temperature affecting the gas pipe, so it's actually cooling the gas more than the water's heating it up. Meh. It's fine. That new restaurant disappointment burger is really overrated. Right, let's shut these now. Excuse me a second, guys. I will be RB. Won't be a sec. Please let nobody die. I won't be able to do any post-stream nattering today. She's really mad if I keep her awake. Nah, me too, Quads. Teehee. Ugh. What's happening? Blurry. it's so blurry? Hello. Okay. So, I'll start figuring out what I'm going to do on the bottom side, and I'll get this quickly built. Times it 10 to 11. Let's build that level for mine. So, I'll have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I need space for a gas pump basically on each floor. That's my thinking. So I'll do that one there. And then on this one, I'll go bang, bang, and do it slightly jaunty. Bang, bang, and then that one will be there. Yes. Plumbing, liquid pipe, granite. You can go over there, hop over there, hop over there. Hop. I'll let this run whilst I'm doing this. Right. So we'll have something like you bastard! I didn't wait to build that. So for those that are always asking about bridges, this is another great reason to use bridges for your fertilizer makers. And again, it just means you can have your water going in a really nice, clean, crisp way. Yeah. Which I will finish. Fuck it, we'll do that as well. So we will bridge there, 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 and there, 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 and beautiful. Okay. And then power-wise, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 2 circuits. Why would I do that? I might just connect it right into the main power. We'll see. I'll figure that out in a minute. Where does that room have space for a gas pump for the natural gas? Here and here. Has space for 2. Yeah, I need 2 circuits up here, but I might just piggyback off the main line here, as I say. We need to get this water drained away at some point too. I'm not sure quite how to do that. Could be a bit of a bastard. We could drain this stuff away now, I think. We've still got loads of food decaying. I think we've probably filled most of our fridges with fucking meal lice. What's going on down here? Yeah, these are all filled with meal lice now, so yeah, we don't really care about those. Let's make this a please don't. That's fine. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, so we'll need 2 circuits up here because this is 240, 480, 960. So that's 1 circuit, and then there'll be another 240 plus 2 pumps. So yeah, 2 circuits. Which is fine. I'm not going to connect this yet. I'll just leave that as it is. Just because I don't want the water to sit in the pipes in this biome until we've got it up and running. So that'll be that. I'm going to need to get rid of all the shitty gas in here first as well. I might need to dig some of this out as well, that's right. Hi, would you mind quickly going through your power generation for me? Delightful Dragon, welcome to the stream, buddy. Yeah, no problem. Quick overview. It's a bit messy in this here base, but I can quickly show you. I will also say, before I go on, if you look on my YouTube channel, there is a guide on how to do power. It's in a playlist called Life Tips and Tricks. It explains everything about transformers, batteries, and so on. All the different wires and shit. Anyway, really simple. First of all, we've got a bit of hydrogen power that's been generated in the base. So the hydrogen from our electrolyzers. The fuck was that? Me. The hydrogen that's being generated by our electrolyzers is being used in our hydrogen gens. Oh, delightful. Thank you very much for the follow. That goes into our hydrogen gens, and that's given us some power, but it's also just getting rid of our hydrogen when we don't need it for machines. We do have a few manual gens up here, but they rarely get used, and this is just to kickstart the system if it's ever down. But other than that, our main power comes from natural gas, from this geyser and this geyser, which is powering currently technically 5 natural gas gens, because one geyser can only power like 2.8 natural gas gens sort of thing. You need it's 20 grams short of power in the third one, so that's where our power's being generated. All the wiring is connected with what the hell happened here? There's a main wire that goes into the base for linking our power gen, which is this one here. So the hydrogen gens, the manual gens, and the natural gas gens are all on this wire, and that just gets linked into the main cable, and then from that cable we have all of our different batteries, transformers. We have batteries for each circuit, and also batteries as a main reserve down here, and they're all cooled, and yeah, that's it. That's the power. So that's it, buddy. But there is a video on there. It's I think it's called Life Tips and Tricks. I always forget the name of the playlist, but it's an old one, but the information's still valid. It's still pretty much exactly the same. So there you go. Any other questions, buddy? Don't be scared to ask. No problem at all. Thank you so much. I'll definitely check out the video. No problem at all. I say welcome to the stream. Right, I'll tell you what, I'm actually not going to finish this tonight, guys, because I did promise the missus that we would have a natter before she goes to bed, and she just told me she's going to bed, so I need to have a word with her. It's been a bit of a weird stream tonight, because we got derailed an awful lot by disease, so I think one of the things I'll do in the next stream, we'll get the fertilizer makers up and running, we'll boost our power gen a little bit, and I will cool some additional gases for circulating around areas like this, just to get rid of our slime lung, because I mean, although we've cleared a lot of this already, this encroaching slime lung and this up here is going to be a fucking nightmare. So we'll get rid of all that, and I'll do a longer stream on the next stream. I'll be back now. It's either going to be Saturday or Sunday, but I will let you know in advance which it's going to be. But yeah, if you haven't already, please do follow me on Twitch or Twitter, because that's where I'll let you know. It will probably be... It'll be Saturday or Sunday. I'll let you know. I'll let you know the day before, probably. But other than that, thank you very much to everybody that's popped by tonight. It's been a very disjointed stream, but there's been lots of input from you guys, so thank you very much. I will be back. I'll be back playing Oni, I would imagine, over the weekend. Possibly some of The Witcher as well, depending on which days I stream. But other than that, guys, thank you very much, and much love. I will see you on the next stream. Good night, goodbye, farewell, bye-bye.